All right, lines. Let's make some. So now we're going to use our line tool. We had previously explored the shape tools. Right above that should be your line tool. Line segment tool is what we're looking for. So when I choose that, I can click and drag out a line. So mine is super fat right now. Actually, I'm going to pull the stroke weight down just a little bit so that it's not quite so much like a shape. So there's my line. I can move that around using my selection tool if I'd like to. I can also, oops, that one didn't move that time, but you get the idea. So I can create a line by clicking and dragging out in whichever direction. I could make that line long or short, whatever I want to do. Let me delete all of those. Also using the line segment tool, I could click once and I could create my line that way. So I can adjust the angle of my line or the length of the line there. When I am making my lines, notice that the color that the line is appearing as is the stroke color. Right now my color swatches are set to no fill, this reddish stroke. So that is where that color information is coming from. I could change the fill color to whatever color I want, so I'll make it bright blue, and notice that my line actually is still just that red color. So the color for the line is just coming in from the stroke swatch. So if I want to change my stroke, I'll make it bright green. Oops, I didn't have that selected. So select it, then double click on my color swatch for my stroke, pull in a different color, and there is where we're getting that color information from. Also, as you noticed earlier, I changed the stroke weight, and that adjusts the thickness of my stroke. So I can make it really wide or I can make it really small, and I can actually go down to a 1 point stroke or even lower than that. So it goes all the way down to 0.25 right there in my options. And you can see that my line is still there. It's just super skinny. I'm going to draw a couple more lines. Make them a little bit wider, and I'm going to show you a couple other things we can do with these lines. Let me zoom in just a little bit. Okay, so there are a couple more lines. One of the things that I can do to amend the shape of my line is I can reshape it. So our reshape tool is actually hidden under or nested in with the scale tool. So right now it looks like these two little boxes. I'm going to click and hold on there, and I'm going to select my reshape tool. When I select that, I can reshape a line if I have it selected. So I can reshape that line because it was selected. I cannot reshape this line because it's not selected. So I would have to choose my selection tool, click on another line, reshape tool, and then I can click and drag out and reshape or curve that line. Another fun thing to do is to change the width of the line, and it's not only fun, but it's super handy. But I can choose my width tool, which is, I don't know, it kind of looks like a banana peel to me, but there's my width tool, and now I can change the width of certain parts of my line. So maybe I just want this end to be wider, and I create myself sort of an eyebrow shape. Maybe I want the center of this one to be thicker and have it sort of taper off. So I have lots of options and ways to adjust the shape of my lines.